Hi guys, my name is Kimmy from the Beauty Library, and today we're going to be making our DIY sock gnomes. So this is what you should have gotten in your kit. You should have gotten a white sock, a bag of rice, 2 fuzzy socks, a triangle fur fabric, some little white bands, just like that. So I'm going to show you on how to put your rice into your sock. The best way to do this, I'm going to pull you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. The best way to do this is with a cup with your rice. So you're gonna get a tall glass cup. This is the only thing I had, but I'm not putting it in there. Don't use something this size, maybe a little bit bigger. If you have something this size, it will work just the same, but bigger is better because you fit more in there as well. So you're gonna put your rice into the cup, and then you're gonna take your sock and you're gonna scrunch it up and stretch it over the lid of the cup, just like that, and then you're gonna tip it and dump the rice in there. So like I said, you're gonna put the rice into the cup, scrunch your sock up like that, put the sock over the lid, and then you're just gonna pick it up and dump it into your sock. That is definitely the easiest way to do it, instead of trying to hold it open and have someone else pour the rice in there. I would definitely use the cup method. So once you have the rice in the sock, it's gonna look something like this. And we're going to take a white rubber band and we're going to tie it around our sock. Maybe plump him up a little bit just so he's not like flat like this, because that's not realistic, and you don't want to put the tie too low. So plump him up a little bit, make him a little tall, and then you're going to tie the rubber band around. So there's a little room just in case if he just like that, we can push him back up and there'll be plenty of room for him to do that. So next, you're gonna chop off the rest of the sock. So don't do it too close, because then you're gonna get too close to the hole where the rice is. Don't do it too high, because then you'll have too much sock left. So try right in the middle, right there, and cut that off. If you wanna make it extra secure, you can put some hot glue. You'll see the hole once you cut it, and you can put some hot glue to secure extra. I'm not cutting it because I wanna keep this sock for someone else if they need it. So next, we're gonna cut our sock for our body first, and I'll show you how to do the nose. So some of you might have some different socks in there. You'll have like a longer sock like this and a smaller sock. It's just what I could find is what I used. So you're gonna have to figure out what socks you're gonna want for the body and which one you want for the hat. So usually the kit's gonna look like you have a black one with this one, and then this kit has these came together. So pick which one you want. If you pick wisely, because if you have a toe on your sock, it would be great for the hat, because then you can add a ball to the end of your hat. So this one would be great for the hat, and then use the black as like the body, the shirt of it. Or same with this one. This one I would use for the hat, because then you can make a little ball out of it and then use this for the body. So I'm going to show you, let's say I'm going to use one of these for the body. I'm going to show you with the longer sock for the longer sock people, and one with the shorter sock for the shorter sock people, just in case if you decide what you want to do. So you're going to cut, I'm going to show you the long sock first. So you're going to cut the long sock right above the heel. So right here, and you want to make sure you keep the place where you put your foot in, you want to cut right underneath that. Hopefully that makes sense, because you're not going to use the bottom piece of this sock, we're going to use the top piece. So there'll be 2 holes so we can slide it onto our gnome. So you're just going to cut this right above the heel for the longer sock. For the shorter sock, the heel is up here instead of like halfway down. So same with that. We're going to leave this opening and just cut maybe like halfway down, just above the toe. This is the toe of the sock, and this is where you put your foot into it. So we're going to cut for this sock. I would cut right below the line. So we want a little bit of an inch. This is the one I want to be using in the video. So just a little bit. It's just for the body. And if you cut a little bit longer, you can always cut shorter. So maybe cut longer and then see how it fits, and then cut shorter if you need it. So next we're gonna, since I have my shirt for my gnome, I'm gonna show you how to make the nose. The nose is really fun to make. It's my favorite part. So I gave you another rubber band in there as well that doesn't look like the little white ones. If you're having trouble with the little white ones, use the other rubber band. But try to do the clear white ones because then you won't see the nose, the rubber band as much. So you're gonna take your sock, you're gonna lay it flat, pat it down a little bit, and you're gonna like make like a claw, like you're gonna claw something. You're just gonna put it in there, just like that, and you're gonna grab a bunch like that. And it's gonna be, this is his nose right now. You're gonna take your rubber band and you're gonna tie it around his nose. If you can do a double one, do it. If you can only do one and then put another one around it, that's fine. So his nose did get smaller. If you don't like it that small, take it off and try again. And that's why I gave you the other rubber band, just in case if you want a little bit of a bigger nose. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Like that. You're gonna put your hand like that. You're gonna squeeze and grab a ball of it and put the rubber band around it. And if you want to put a second one just to extra secure it, you do that as well. So now I have my nose for my gnome. And we're gonna put his little suit, his little body on. So I want the place where you slide your foot in to the sock, that I want on the bottom because that's gonna look a lot better. So you're gonna put where you put your foot in over his head and prop him back up again. Make sure the nose is where you want it. Make sure the nose is not too low. You could probably adjust them a little bit to make it a little bit higher. Move the rice around. Make sure you look at him, see if you like where the nose position is as well. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna put where you put the foot in, not where you cut, where you put your foot in is gonna go over him. You guys will have a shorter end to the sock, so it won't be as bad. So I'm gonna slide him in. And if you mess up the nose, it's not a big deal. Just fix it right after. See, I messed up my nose. That's okay. We'll just fix it real quick. Just that. Let me fix his nose real quick. There you go. So once you have his nose again, it's gonna look just like this. So you're gonna try to pull this up around his nose because we're gonna try to hide this, and then lift up his nose and maybe push this underneath just so it's hiding and stuff. So that's his little like shirt. And then you're gonna take the other sock that you didn't cut, and I wouldn't even cut it unless it's like super long and you want to cut it a little bit. So like this one's super long, so if you want to cut it just a little bit, maybe like right here, you kind of can see about where you want to cut it. It depends how long you want it. Yeah, maybe you want it this long, that's fine. You could just throw it right over him. It's up to you on how long you want the hat. Make sure he's sitting up good. You're gonna take the other sock that you have. It has a heel, but I'm gonna put the heel towards the back so you can't really see it. And we're gonna put this on his head. So you can put that over his head, and I'm putting it over where his like shirt is, just to hide the loose end from cutting it. There's his hat. I pull the bottom kind of down low because you won't really see the back, not the bottom, the back of him. I pulled it kind of low, so that's fine. Just adjust them. If you want to add some hot glue to the bottom piece right here, just so it always stays. You can do that because it might slide around when you have this little guy. Like if you store him or whatnot, it might slide around. So maybe secure it with some hot glue right here under this and just carefully put it on. Maybe use like a pencil or like scissors to flatten it so you don't burn yourself because this material's thin. So let me pull the hat down, kind of get it around the nose. So I'm going to show you with these socks, if you saved one with a toe, you're going to, hold on, it's just stuck on my finger. You're going to take the toe of this and we're going to put a rubber band. His hat's really tall, so sorry. We're going to put it around the toe so it looks like a little ball on the top of his hat, like that. And then you can adjust his hat kind of how you want it. So next, you're gonna need a hot glue gun for this. You're gonna take your beard. This is optional. You can either leave the beard like line like that, or mine, I cut a circle right here. So to cut the circle, I held it up to his nose and I used like a pen to mark like where the end of his nose was, just so it would be a little bit snugger of a fit. So that's what I did here. I just did like 2 lines right here for another gnome I did, and it could go right around his nose. Looks a little bit better because it covers it a little bit better, or you can just have it kind of like this as well. But I would definitely recommend making a little notch for that. So like here, I'll show you guys. We'll take like a marker or a pen, kind of hold it up to him like that, and I'll make a line to that end of the nose and that end of a nose, and just cut like a little, these scissors are really bad, just cut a little bit of like a half circle, just like that, and that will give him a nice snug fit under his nose. And I'm going to kind of push it under his nose, lift his nose, make sure I like how it looks, and then you're going to put hot glue on that and secure that beard in place. And then you can kind of just adjust on, maybe put the hat a little bit over the beard so you don't see the end of the beard. If you want to give the hat a little hot glue as well, you can do that as well. And then you have your sock gnome. So these would be great for gifts for the holidays or just to have in your house. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and good luck. Email me or call me if you have any other questions. Hopefully this video was helpful and I answered all your questions. If you guys make them, either post them on Facebook and tag us at Beardsley Lib to show me that you made them, or send them to us on our Facebook message on Beardsley Lib or Beardsley Library, or you can email me a pic, or some people do bring them in for me to see. So I hope you guys have a good holiday, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.